Hey everybody, welcome to my usual me, and welcome to Life is Feudal, the MMO. Today we're talking about material preparation and why you should choose one thing over the other when there's only two to choose from. Alright guys, well, on material preparation when you first start out, you've got two things that they allow you to do. You can either mold clay items or you can shape stone. Now, the only reason you're going to choose one over the other is dependent upon whether or not you are in a guild or not. Because when you have to shape stone, and I happen to have some stone right here, and it is quality 10. Doesn't really matter. But when you have to shape stone, it takes a long time to shape it. So you go on your primitive pickaxe here, you're going to right click on it, and you go to shape stones, okay? And you're going to shape. Oh, and you know what? Make sure when you do that you don't have the +1. Do the infinity symbol, and that's because you're going to want to do all of the rock in your inventory. So I happen to have 45. I can do 2. So we're going to go ahead and shape this right. Actually, let me eat right quick, because we want our food up as high as possible so we can keep our XP level up as high as possible, because our food quality is important. Boom. Now I just ate a really good plate of food. My food quality jumped from 1.5 to 2.1. So my XP jumped from 1.5 to 2.1. So now, get back what we were doing. We're going to go ahead and shape stones, shape rock. We do that. Mass produce. So my shaped rock is 10. Now that's not because my rock was 10. It's just because my material preparation is so low. Material preparation is 5. So, and I got 0.46 out of that. Now that's half a level for each and every one. That's pretty good. But the crown won't buy shaped stone. The only reason that you would need to make shaped stone in large amounts is if you're building stone walls, or if you're building something that needs shaped stone. And that's not really useful for the beginning player right off the bat, unless you're building something with shaped stone, because the crown won't buy shaped stone. And we are not interested in something that the crown won't buy, because we're trying to make money for our personal claim. So clay is where it's at, guys, and this is where I've uncovered this clay right here, and it's a quality of between, I think, 8 and like 30. This is 31, but like what is this? This is 15. There's an 8 over here as well. I think there's a 10. I got 5 tiles uncovered, so we're going to see what this is all about right here. 8, yeah, like I said, between 8 and 31. It doesn't really matter, because my material preparation is so low. The higher quality material, you don't want the higher quality material. You want the lower quality material, because it's not going to do you any good. Now, as you level, your stuff will become higher quality, but you're going to want to go ahead and you'll get more money for it. You'll get more money for it, but let's go ahead and lower the ground level right now. We're just going to collect all this clay right quick, and then we're going to start shaping clay tiles. Now we're going to go down a rock here, which hopefully I didn't just uncover a bunch of iron, because if I uncovered a bunch of iron, then who knows, we might come by and pick it up. You never know. We should check this out, actually. I don't think so. I think this is stone. Copper. Okay. Like I said, this beach is filled with copper and iron. It's amazing. So actually, that's going to do me really well, because... Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Because the smelting copper is one of the things that you're going to want to do right off the bat when you're trying to raise your smelting, because that's a lot easier to do than iron. The smelting point is lower than that, and you don't have to use as much charcoal. But that's another video. So let's go ahead and get all of this together here. Now, our artisan is going up a little bit, but we're over 60 on our artisan, so I can't carry any more because I'm overburdened. So that was 4 tiles worth, and we're going to go ahead, and I have to collect water. Let's see how many we have here. We have 6, 12, we have 240, because you get 60 clay from every tile when you shovel it. So if you pick it, you don't get as much. Some people say you get more, but we've done the testing and it looks like you don't get as much. I think we got like 44, 45, something like that out of a tile. It depends on the tile. because it depends on how much material you're pulling out when you're mining it. So anyway, shovel your clay. Take the top layer of sand off and just shovel your clay. You'll get 60 a tile. All right, so every single clay, we have clay right here, is going to take 1 water for 10 clay. So I need 24 water. We're going to collect that 24 water. Once again, we're so low level, it doesn't matter about the water. It just doesn't matter. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to collect 24 water. Even though I can't collect more clay, it'll let me collect water all the way up to, you're able to carry double what you normally are able to carry. Now it's dropping the water behind me, you see? Now that I have 5. So I have exactly double what my inventory space is on my person. So it's dropping this water behind me, which is fine. I'll make my 5 tiles, my 5 sets of tiles, and then I'll drop them and I'll pick up some water and I'll do it, and we'll go back and forth until all of these are done. And what will happen is once you reach level 30 in your material preparation, right now I can only use the kiln bellows. Once you hit 30, then you're going to be able to manage the kiln and pull out of the kiln. That means you're going to be able to fire your clay tiles. So what you'll do is once you reach 30, you're going to build a kiln, you're going to fire your tiles, and then you're going to take them to the town, and you're going to take them to the trading post, and you're going to sell them for the coin that you can get back. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get to 30, and we're going to see what we can make. Alrighty guys, well we've reached material preparation 30. I'm getting about 0.42. Oh, that was only 0.18, but that was because it was just over the 30. But let's see what the next one is. Right, 0.18 is what you're going to get after 30. But I'm using my power hour. So that's double the XP. And it took me about 15 to 18 minutes to get to 30. So for you, and that was with 6 tiles of clay. So for you, that's going to be 10 tiles of clay and about 40 minutes. So about 30 to 40 minutes, and you should reach level 30 in your material prep. If you have your clay ready ahead of time, it won't take you nearly as long. But I'm going to go ahead and just get the rest of this clay out of my inventory. And there we go. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm going to drop these from my bag. And we're going to go ahead and see how many tiles we've got. So let me go ahead and I've got 20, 30, 50, 230, and 60, 60, 60. So 420. Anyway, so that's how many tiles we have to work with. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is, now I'm going to have to collect, for a kiln, I'm going to have to collect, build a simple construction, go under crafting, go to kiln. I need 400 clay, 20 water, and 30 plant fiber. So I'm going to collect all of that, and then we'll be right back. Okay, everybody, and we're back. And I went ahead and I got all my clay. I got all my fiber. Pardon the minefield around here, because that's the new gathering system. And I went and just got my my water. So we'll go ahead and just put that in there. I think we have everything we need. I think my hammer is equipped. So let's go ahead and build it. And if you don't get it built the very first time, just go ahead and just double check. Some of the stuff's been put in here. It takes a little while sometimes to get all the materials inside, and especially with the primitive tools and low levels. Not really sure why the game does that, but it takes several times sometimes. Alrighty, there we go. There's the kiln right there. Let's go ahead and we can use the kiln bellows. We're going to manage the kiln right here. Alright, we're ready to go. At level 30, you're able to use a kiln, so let's go ahead and inspect it right quick. It had varying materials. It's got 4,000 durability, guys. 20,000 is the best you can do. This is exactly 25%. No, exactly 20% of the maximum durability. So I only have 2,000 durability on this kiln. Now, that's really super low, so we're going to have to maximize the efficiency of this kiln to get done what we need to done. And so if I just burned wood, it might not be the most efficient way of doing this because we take a lot of wood. So what we're going to do is we're going to make charcoal ahead of time. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to look in this inventory right here. I brought down, what do we got here? 20 billets. And let's go ahead and just put this right in here. The kiln will hold 200 weight. So we're going to go ahead and each billet weighs 10. So, and you can use a softwood to get it started, but I don't care. I never do, just because I'm lazy and it takes too much for me to think about bringing a softwood billet down. So I just go like that. We're going to fire it up. Leave it like this. Just turn it on. Don't do anything else with it. Don't hit the bellows. Just let it sit. These will start to smolder, and when the bar, you'll see the bar will start to appear here in a little bit. And when it does, when it reaches all the way to the end there, this icon will light up, and you'll be able to take your charcoal out. Now you can see that the bar has begun, but you'll also see that it's above the 500 mark. I accidentally, if you right click on this, it says use kiln bellows. That's the default. So when I clicked on the kiln, it automatically hit the bellows. So you got to right click, and you got to right click on whatever you want. You want it to be manage kiln to be your default, because that way when you click on it, it'll go into it versus hitting the bellows. And what happened was, now I lost an extra hardwood billet because I hit the bellows and it sucked it into the fire and it burned it up. So be very careful not to hit the bellows, or you're going to waste more hardwood billets. And they have to be hardwood billets to make charcoal. But if you noticed, by using the billets, we haven't used any durability. By turning it on, turning it off, it doesn't use any durability. That is important to note. Also, something that's important to note is that earlier you saw that I had copper on this beach. What I did was I went ahead and, you see the 0.1 tiles? These were 0.2 or 0.3 tiles or 0.4 tiles, and I pulled the clay out of them and put the sand back on top of them so that it covers up the copper. So people will have to come and guess and dig it up if they want to see what's underneath. And when they do, then that guild right up there will come down and they'll probably kill them. So that's something to note. Hide your metal, guys. Hide your metal. Alrighty, guys. Well, we're ready to go ahead and pull our charcoal out, but let me show you real quick. All right. So for some reason, it won't let me pull out a load of charcoal. I don't know why it won't, but it won't let me pull out a load for some reason. That might be a glitch. It might be where I'm standing, but we're going to pull out all the charcoal one at a time, I guess. You get 4 charcoal for every single log. So we're going to go ahead and pull every last piece we can get out of here. Pulling out a load of charcoal is the most efficient way of doing it. You get a higher quality charcoal out of it. You get higher quality anything out of it, glass, mortar, but it uses more. So for some reason it wouldn't let me pull out a load. Don't know why that is. I'll have to investigate that and get back to you on that. All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to fire our bellows up. I'm just going to fire it all the way up. All the way up as high as it'll go. Now these cows are going to start to bake, and when they are done, we're going to go sell them to the crown. I'm going to get as many of these as I can get baked up with as much charcoal as I've got, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to make ourselves some money, guys. Okay, guys. Well, we are here at our friendly neighborhood trading post, and we've gone ahead and the four sets of clay tiles that we burned off. The 10 are quality 14, 60 are quality 10. The 80 are quality 21, and the 20 are 19. We're going to go ahead and put these into, we're going to separate these out like so. All right, so okay, we have the 4 qualities, and we have 10, we have 14, we have 19, and we have 21. All right, those 4 different qualities, we're going to see what the market is on that. So let's go ahead and go to market. All right, we're going to go ahead and go to Silva Sub Rosa. Go to put up for sale. And we have quality 10, we have quality 14, we have quality 19, and we have quality 21. So the quality 10 tile is going to be going for, 10 of them will go for 56 copper. We'll sell that. Yeah, we'll sell that. That's really good. So they're like 5 copper a piece, right? For a quality 10. Now for the highest quality that I've got right now, which is quality 21, there's 10 of those. That's going to go for 79. So that's 7 a piece. All right, let's see what we're going to get for our 14. Okay, put this up for sale right here. We're just going to go ahead and sell all of these. All right, guys, we're just going to sell all of these, and we're going to see what we get. Alright guys, so for all of those tiles that we brought up here, we have 11 silver, 86 copper. Now I would say that's not bad for one batch of clay tiles. With that amount of money that you're able to get from clay tiles alone, you should have your first gold before you know it. Alrighty guys, well I hope that this was helpful to you. If it was, give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, do that right now. As I always say, I am my usual me. You be your usual you. We'll see you next time on Life is Feudal, the MMO. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.